Hello, welcome back to the Polesine. So here we are in September. The cattle in here have been fed, the cattle over yonder have been fed, and the sheep are still good to go. Everybody here's topped up, everybody has water. This thing is still producing cheese, and we have 38,000 litres in this trailer. So we have some cheese on hand should we need it. But this is episode 6. As you see, I've not finished the baling. I could get the baler to do its thing, couldn't I? There's no harm in the baler walking around. Although this is the last episode, so seems kind of, yeah, I don't know. Seems kind of pointless, but where am I going? Let's just start him here. Let's just nearest waypoint. Go. Want that at 5. Why that at 2? I'm sure I did. Right. I'm sure that was. Well, I've spotted a mistake already. Let's get rid of that for a sec. No, we didn't want to do that. We didn't want to do that. We wanted to do that. And then get rid of that. I can't move the camera right up. So you come round. I've got a feeling it's at the bottom of the field. Although that one is down. We're going to go up this one. And then we get to the top. Or is that the last one? No, it's got to be the first one, surely. Which probably explains why he was so far out. Right, try this one. Oh, there's a mouse gone. Someone's borrowed me mouse. Yeah, must be that one. Pretty centre on there, isn't it? Close enough. Right, leave him collecting the straw. Yeah, this definitely could be the last episode on here. I haven't had any comments to the contrary, to you know, continue playing or not to continue playing, or so this will be the grapes, and that will be my mini series on the wall, on the Polesine, done and all dusted. So let's unfold this. I do like that, that's pretty cool, right? So, grapes ready to harvest. There are said grape. Ignore the needs rolling thing that's picking up the grass. Everything is as is. Now, I've been told that to do this is actually quicker to do it in cab. Not quicker, easier to do it in cab than it is to do it outside. So, where's this dude gone? So let's give it a go. I tell you what, it's not as fun as I thought it was going to be. But I haven't done it, and now I'm doing it, so wiggle it, wiggle those vines. From in front, is that easier? At least you get to see a bit of the surroundings rather than just looking at the steering wheel. I don't think that harvesting grapes is one of those jobs that you can particularly do without a time lapse. or it's one of those jobs where you think, I'll do that off screen. So yeah, there is no yield map for grapes because, as you guys know, there isn't actually precision farming available for grape. So I've actually used the sugarcane setting for the grapes and the olives just so that I could fertilise them. So there is no yield map per se. There's nothing in the XMLs for grapes and olives. Therefore, we ain't getting any. not no grapes and olives. Oh, I'll tell you what, it is easier in cab, but not as fun for you guys. I am tempted to time lapse this, but it seems, I don't know, strange the fact that I haven't time lapsed any of the other episodes. I've just literally played through Waffle Don. But this is... what's the word I'm looking for? I mean, just for me, to drive up and down, it's, yeah, it's kind of cool. I'm harvesting grapes. I'm not just driving up to a fruit greenhouse and bulk filling a trailer. But yeah, it's a little boring, isn't it? I do apologise. Now, I did see that you could get Courseplay to do this. The issue I've got is it's too close to the cow barn, because I tested it off screen and they can't turn around. They can't turn around. That's why I knew how the harvester worked, because I'd had a quick play with it off screen. But oh, I apologise for my sleepiness. Yeah, it's been relatively warm here in the UK. I think it's been, I know it's, you know, some of you guys are thinking, yeah, warm in the UK. I think where I'm at, I think we topped out the other day at about 32 degrees. That's centigrade, by the way. Yeah, I know it doesn't sound like a huge number, but when you're used to, you know, this time of the year, you know, mid-20s, it's yeah, it is what it is. But yeah, it's been warm. I don't like the warm particularly. It's not my thing. Now, should I empty here? I probably should, shouldn't I? Let me out. And then if I move this over here, do I just... I know the New Holland you back up, but I think this empties on the side. I'll turn this off to empty. I have no idea. Okay, so I'm a little close, or the sides of this trailer is a little high. I'm indecisive. I do know that I'm not using a grape trailer. I don't need that pointed out to me. I know I'm not using a grape trailer. Because I have the fruit greenhouse mod installed, it allows any trailer to bulk fill with grape. So, yeah. think it's this row, isn't it? Yeah. I do like the fact that it wiggles the vines. That's pretty cool. I don't think this is going to be a very long episode, because after all this hype of wanting to do grapes, I'm not entirely sure that I'm enjoying myself. It's a little bit tedious, isn't it? This is probably why I haven't done it before. I would rather bail in the dark. It's really it's not what I thought it would be. Not at all. But don't get me wrong, it's pretty cool. Harvest is pretty cool. And in real life this is probably, you know, pretty cool. As far as FS goes, and content on a YouTube channel, as a content creator, this is as boring as watching paint dry. I'm really sorry. Oh. But the plan was to get these grapes harvested, and that was it. This is why I was hoping to do this on the last episode, because I had a feeling it was going to be super boring. Oh well, it is what it is. At least the baler's having more fun than me. I keep wanting to go pick the header up or something, and there is no header, is there? So this is vine 4. And 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 4 from 20. Oh my days. This is going to be it's going to be an enjoyable watch for you guys today. You get to see me drive up and down harvesting the grape for like an hour. Excuse me. Crumbles. This really is quite tedious. So we get to the end of this row, and then we'll grab a tractor and grab that cultivator we had from we bought in sales just at the store. And I can't do that, can I? Because that field's still got the bales sale on it. It's gonna say we can. Oh, we can grab the John Deere. There we can. That's on the baler. I was just thinking of other things I could be doing rather than you watching me harvest these grapes. Because I can't get course play to run it, because there's not enough turnaround up there. So maybe not. But yeah, everything's fed, everybody's watered, everyone is up to scratch. It's literally just a case of harvesting these grapes. Oh well, is what it is. I think I will time lapse this because this is so boring. I'm not entirely sure how many times I can say boring on this episode. welcome back. Well, yeah, this is tedious, isn't it? I've still got about half the field to go, and I've been doing this now for the last 40 minutes, give or take. I did have to go rescue the baler. He got stuck for some unknown reason. But yeah, this is taking me 40 minutes. I've done half a field. Could you imagine how long this is going to take to do a full field? No, of any sort of substantial size. I can see why PC guys have got it on Courseplay. Yeah, just let the Courseplay run up and down. You can't hire a traditional worker, from what I can tell. I have tried. It's not happening. So, yeah. This is... Also, I've got everything at this end just too close to the grapes. I can't... There's no turnaround room. It's... Oh, yes, so difficult. It's madness. Look. You come off the end, and I've just hit the tree, hit the vine, hit the tree. I mean, these few here might be okay. But, yeah. Crikey. Oh, I could have jumped this trailer silo. Also, these trailers are too high. These trailers are too high. I had to park in a ditch just so the trigger pops up. This is why you're supposed to use the grape trailers, man. Oh well. Is what it is. Alright guys, I think you'll find that that's this series over with. I have harvested grapes. So yeah. How many did we end up with off of half the field? So we have 11,000. So we're going to get to about 22,000 litres off of this field. Which... For all the shenanigans and all the messing around, getting these grapes in, and so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 more rows, so we're literally halfway through. What are you thinking? Should we continue? Get those 10 rows done? Any lower those ones? Don't know. Why does this worker keep stopping? Is it running me money down? Oh, blimey. There's nothing blocking it. There's nothing in the way. I'm gonna cry. Oh, this one is a bail. You know what? Let's just... I've had enough. I've had enough. Shiver my timbers. Right, let's... Got 10 more to go. That's 10 too many, you know. Well, I can see why I haven't done grapes before. They are as tedious as a tedious thing. Right. Let's just get it done. Hats off to anybody who actually does a large field, or all those, because the fields on this map that have grapes in, they're in like blocks of 3 or 4. In fairness, they're not quite this size, but you've probably got at least 2.5, maybe 3 times this spread across a few fields. And oh yeah, but yeah, hats off to whoever does that. This is, I mean, I've ploughed huge fields with a a 1.7 meter Pottinger plough. 1.2 is it? 1.7? It's a small yellow and red one. So I've done that, and at the end of it, I had a sense of accomplishment, and I was I was well chuffed with myself. This, I'm probably going to get the same sense of accomplishment, but in relation to what I'm going to end up with at the end of it, is it even worth my time? I think I'm going to stick with my fruit greenhouse from now on. But at least I can say in FS22 I harvested grapes with a grape harvester. I didn't harvest grapes with a greenhouse and a big trailer. The other issue with this is you can't quite see where you're going until you get there. This harvester has got a habit of not turning and then jerking round, as you saw. If you're not perfectly lined up, it gets stuck like that. Oh, the grapes are in the front, no, in the back. Yeah, well, in the front, coming out the back. Yeah, it still didn't want to drive forward. But if I ever get a silly idea again to do grapes, please talk me out of it. Yeah, seriously not enjoying this. So, I mean, all the time I've put in to get him this far, and we're going to end up with about 2,200 litres of grape for, well, this is September, so that's in game. That's in 13 months. In 13 months, I'm going to end up with 2,200 litres of grape, which, it's bonkers. Yeah. Does anybody do grapes big scale? I'm going to have to Google it. I'm going to have to go on the YouTubes, see if I can find someone who does grapes on a large scale, or does some sort of grape challenge. And I'm going to have to, I'm going to have to dash them a sub, I tell you. This is... They've got more patience than me. I mean, I got two autistic kids. I've got patience galore, but this... I'd rather chew my toenails. This is... I'm really not enjoying this. I don't know why I'm not enjoying this, but I'm really not enjoying this. There's got to be, there's something about this and harvesting grapes this way, and the faffing and the shenanigans and the time I've had to put in these 20 rows of grapes. And I bought 2 new trailers. Now, I knew grapes weren't the highest of yielding crop. I know that. But, yeah. So you can't use it with precision farming. It's not built into the thing. So you can't do that. You can't use a worker to go up and down the roads, because they don't know where they're going. I mean, you can use courseplay, but generally, other than this quick series, I'm a console gamer, so I don't have courseplay. I mean, I could play on here more often, but my PC don't like it. And yeah, she struggles. I can hear every single fan going bananas, especially with the heat in the UK at the moment. She's having a meltdown. You see, still didn't want to come in. But yeah, so I'm tempted to do a survival type series. Just a short one, just a quick, I would say 5 episodes. It's going to be 6. 6 is an even number, 5's odd. You can't have 5. So another little mini series. I mean, I still got Carpathian Countryside. For all of you that are waiting for the next episode, that is currently on hold. Now, Mr. Hector has said on his Facebook page that there won't be a requirement for a new save game on console once the update is released by Giants. Now, he hasn't specified whether he's actually given Giants the update or whether it's in processing or what he's doing with it, which is the first thing. The second thing is, after Giants have tweaked it and played with it and said, yeah, you can have it, yeah, no, you can't have it, or whatever they might do, will it require a new save? I mean, he's hoping it won't, but there's no guarantees at this stage, is there? And I've already put in about 45 hours on that map. I'm halfway through a sugar beet contract on field 6, I want to say, one of the biggest fields on the map. I mean, do I want to continue putting that sort of hours in to find that I'm going to need a new save game? I don't know. I know you PC guys are going to get some awesome content as part of the PC only version of the map. Mr. Hector is going to do a second version which is PC only, and some of the stuff that he's going to pop in there, wow, it's going to be mind-blowing, which is great. I mean, I'm playing on PC at the moment. I do have, I would say I have the option. I don't particularly have the option. My PC is really old. She takes an age to render, and if I'm playing on it, she is not rendering. And if she's not rendering, I can't record. Do you see? There's no videos. So as I do it on my Xbox, I can record. She can render, or I can record straight to the PC. She can render. She's not working her socks off, because at the moment she's playing, she's recording, and she's obviously rendering and saving the file. And yeah, so let's have a quick look. My case temperature is running at 43 degrees centigrade. That's case temperature. I dread to think how hot the CPU is, or the or the GPU, or my RAM. If the case temperature's up there, I mean, I just put my hand, the back of my PC where the fans are blowing out, my exhaust fans, they're warm. That's a good medium heat on a hairdryer. Do you know what I'm saying? That's kicking out some warm air. Every fan in there, I'm pretty sure, is on maximum RPM at the moment. Yeah, it's super noisy. So you can probably hear that fan running. I have a second fan behind me trying to keep me cool because the heat being kicked out of here is horrendous. The room that I'm currently recording in with the PC and whatnot is south-facing, so we've had the sun in this room all day. So again, that's helped with the heat. It's really loud. It's loud. It's helped keep it toasty warm. I mean, this one was lovely in the winter. She's always warm. But oh, crumbles. In the summertime, when no, I need to empty this. I'm not going to get to the end of the row house. Yeah, in the summertime, it's not an option. Yeah, I've gone through all this hassle to get this grape harvest underway. I mean, if I hadn't have gone for the animals at the beginning of the series, it wouldn't have been quite so bad, because I could have just dashed them in, skipped through. It would have been like 2 episodes, possibly 3. But yeah, I wouldn't have been playing for quite as long as I have. But then what sort of mini-series would you have got if I just, oh look, there's me planting grapes, oh look, there's me harvesting grapes. I could have done it in one episode. Do you know what I mean? Seems kind of silly. Which is why, yeah, I'm the right one. Yeah. I got some animals and yeah. I thought there was more prep work to grapes, but if you've just planted the vines, there's none. Let's be honest, there's no prep work at all. I mean, if you're using precision farming, obviously you need to lime and whatnot, but if you're just playing away, standard base game, quick splattering of lime, quick flowering of fertilizer, done, you're in. If it wasn't for the fact that I have precision farming installed and I had to edit some XMLs to get the precision farming to work to actually fertilise the darn things, yeah. But I've put in a good few hours on here, on and off screen, in and out of game. So you've had, this is episode 6, so if we say an hour and a half, so that's 6 hours. Yeah? No. 12 hours. Hour and a half episode, 12 hours. So you've had 12 hours worth of content, and I've played for 18 and a half. So I've done another 6.5 hours above what you guys are going to see, just so that I can harvest some grapes. So it's, yeah, it's a good day's worth of work just to harvest some measly grapes. The yield is rubbish, the soil was horrendous, precision farming didn't know what grapes were to start with. I've got no yield map at all, so I don't have a foggiest what they're going to yield. Yeah, and if half the field was, you know, 11, you see, look, if half the field was 11,000 litres, the other half's got to be about the same, right? So for all this hard work for 22,000 litres of grapes, am I in the right aisle? Yes, looks like. Yes. Aisle. It's not a supermarket. Am I on the right vine? That's what I should have said. Grab me a drink. But that's what we got. Another 4 after this one. And the end of this row, empty, and I've got 2 more rows empty, 2 more rows empty. And that'll be all the grapes. I'm not going to wait until the ideal time to sell them. I'm literally going to sell them now, and we'll see what we get. So let's move over that a little bit. Yeah, it is. I can't remember who told me it was easy to go in cab. I think it might be Farmer Cop on one of his videos when he says it's easier to harvest the grapes in cab, and he's right, you know. You don't get to see as much. It's a bit, yeah. But it is what it is. Fun, fun, fun. But yeah, if any of you guys have done grape and you've done it on a larger scale, drop me a comment. I'll be happy to go and check you guys out, see what you've done. If it's, you know, you don't, you're not a content creator, yeah, just let me know how many how many vines you've, how many litres of grape you harvested in one sitting, because I can't see many people, unless you're Mr. Silly Peep, who he's got, yeah, he's got some willpower, that man, I tell you. He's got some beard as well, but it's generally willpower. You know, I don't mind. I'll sit here for hours and I'll plough and I'll mess about and I'll do everything I need to do I mean, I've done, you know, as I say, nearly 20 hours of this game. Yeah, 20 hours of this gameplay so that I could tip my harvester over. It's never going to stand back up now, is it? Whoa! I caught the vine and then fell down the ditch. I should have used a grape trailer because this is too tall. I've had one of those days today, I swear. You know, one of those... Why, just why did I even bother getting out of bed? One of those days. Things were going so well while I was asleep. Ah, crumbles. Is what it is. I'm not sure what's going on with me today, or the harvester. 1 minute it's not turning and then it's overturning. Unless of course the battery in my controller's going and it doesn't want to communicate with the PC, or the dongle with the PC is just getting ridiculously hot and it doesn't want to pick it up. More than likely the second of the two. I haven't had a pop-up to say that the controller's running low. So therefore, as far as I'm aware, it's not. You see? Now I didn't touch the steering. It just decided to scooch off. Oh. But yeah, fun times. I'm not sure whether I'm going to time lapse that other bit or I might montage it, or I don't know. I don't know what you're going to get in a minute. You're just going to get a big black screen that says, I've had enough of grapes. But yeah, any of you guys have done grapes, fair play, hats off, tell you. This is... Yeah, I'm not sure, it's just I've had enough today and grapes have knocked me over the edge or what, I don't know. I've been, you know, dying to get on here all day to do these grapes and I've really... really not enjoyed doing them, I tell you that for nothing. So yeah, I think the fact that, you know, precision farming has knocked half the fun out of it, and I mean, there's I don't know, there's so much that's gone on in the background to get to where I am now. And all that for a yield that I could get more from, you know, oats. I think they're worth a very similar price to oats as well, to be honest. That one. Oats are 1,500 and grapes are 1,500. Less work, more reward. Unless you seriously need to do the grape, I would rather not. Or use the greenhouse. I mean, Daggerwin used the greenhouse rather than vines. I've used the greenhouse rather than vines. The fruit greenhouse, when it first came out, I can't think of the guy that's the fruit greenhouse, was great. I mean, the processing speed of the greenhouse was spot on. Wasn't too quick, wasn't too slow, and you got exactly what it said in the tin. You do need herbicide and whatnot in there, which is, it is what it is. And you put in, like, you know, 250 million pounds worth of, you know, you put 250,000 pounds worth of product here. You get like £1 million worth of product out, which is fantastic. And then he changed it to incorporate took the fertilizer out and put digestate in, which didn't work for my Let's Play because I had the fruit greenhouse on Attingham Park. And I need the digestate and the organic material to fertilise my fields. I couldn't put it in the greenhouse, so I removed the greenhouse. The only reason I removed the greenhouse is because I accidentally updated it with another update because I wasn't thinking, which then, yeah, it took the fertiliser away and left me with digestate. So I removed the greenhouse and replaced it with a different one, which didn't do fruit. It was just, you know, your standard vegetable one, which is, yeah, is what it is. It's fine. And then he comes along and he goes, right, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take the digestate away and put the fertiliser back once I'd taken the greenhouse out. Annoying, to say the least. I didn't replace the greenhouse. I didn't put it back in. And there's a reason for that. The processing speed of the greenhouse is so fast. And so... what's the word I'm looking for? The yield is ridiculously high. The processing speed is ridiculously high. And yeah, I don't think it's not. Well, it's worth the hassle if you desperately need grapes, and run with it. But if you don't, I'm going to dump this in the rear one because I'm not sure I'm going to get the whole thing in. In fairness, if I keep tipping up the harvester like that, it's not going to matter, is it? So I do have it on Carpathian. Well, that's the first time I've used it since he's taken the digester away and put solid fert back in. For the simple reason being, it processes so fast and the yield is so high. Oh, turnips. That, yeah, it's just not. Where am I doing? That one. It's just not what I need it to be anymore. This one. There we go. I have a small person in the background crying. And I apologise. So, yeah, so I haven't... Well, I'm doing olives on Carpathian in the greenhouse at the moment. And that seems to be working okay. So I placed it. I can't remember when I placed it. September, October time, or no? Yeah, October. I placed it in October, and I think we're in November now. Is that right? Sounds about right. And I've already got 150,000 litres of olive over the course of, well, technically a month, but it's, you know, it's one sleep in game. So in one sleep, yeah, so over the course of the year, could you imagine how many olives I'm going to get? But that cost me like 100 grand to fill that, and I've got 150,000 litres out as my reward. And if you think that they're £1.50 per 1,000 litres, I'm probably going to make 125 back off of that 150, 175. Alright, yeah, 175 back off of that 50, so I'm like 75 grand off of what I've put in. The other 100 only goes to cover the input costs, which is, yeah, ever so slightly annoying. I mean, you do make money, don't get me wrong, you do make money, but what the dealio? Come on, there we go. Yeah, so you do make money Do you make it realistically? No, you do not. Anywho's, this is the last row. Thank the Lord. Hallelujah. So, yeah. So anyway, what I was saying earlier, I'm thinking about doing some sort of survival type, start from scratch type mini series. Or some sort of vintage series, or... Now, I do like Knieskopsheim. I think it's a pretty cool map. I put some hours in on that, but it feels a little cheaty. Because, well, a bit like this one, to be honest. Well, not so much this one, because I had the starting equipment on a start from scratch type Dilio or New Farmer, or whatever. New Farmer on here, isn't it? I sold the equipment, bought some equipment, and then the BGA picked up a manure heap that I didn't realise was a thing. Since when have BGAs picked up a manure heap? So we ended up with, you know, a load of money that we didn't technically have, or need, or should be ours. That was the whole reason I did the animals in the first place, was A, you needed to watch, because content would be rubbish, and B, we needed byproducts to feed the BGA. Now, a good buddy of mine, Eliakim2727, he does a lot of start from scratches, but lately he's been doing a lot of new farmer work. Now, his go-to is grass, BGA, and then his contract, as he calls it, with Missy B and the slurry yard. Which, now I fully get that. I see exactly where he's coming from, and I understand why he does it. That was the idea behind this one. This is why I was going to do grass in the two fields at the front, get some animals in, get some byproducts, get the BGA going. I don't have the slurry yard because I didn't need it after I messed up with the manure heap. We've got the cheese going because of the milk. You see, there was a little bit of foresight into this, but it kind of backfired and went a bit south. Which is what it is. But I want to do some sort of start from scratch type. Is it Urok Homfeld? I had a quick look on there. I was tempted to do a little series on that one. Just to, yeah. But the issue with that one is, it's best to start a new farmer because of the land you own, and if you don't start a new farmer, you start, you know, I lowered it. I did. And you start from scratch or whatever. It doesn't seem to work how I liked it to. 22166. That's horrendous. 22166. Madness. Right. Bear with. Oh, drove into the trailer. Get this guy. Let's unfold that and lift that up a bit. Maybe not. Just dump it in there. We zoom out. There you go. Screenshot. Alright, back in here. Where are we taking the grapes? Grape. Oh, they don't show up because they're not in anything, are they? Oh. Good place to sell water at the moment. Grapes. There can be 2219 in May, and we are in September. So, fruits and vegetables. Supermarket. Tag the supermarket. It's this way, isn't it? Oh, it's right up here. So we need to come out of here like we're going to the shop and then go straight up. Excuse me. There you go. Oh well, there goes the wheelbarrow. Just mutilated that, didn't I? Why am I so zoomed out? Let's get back in here a little bit. There we go. And then we can all hit the tractor. It's doing alright. So we need to head up to the store and then go straight up to the supermarket and we get these sold. If you look at the size of that field there, that's pretty much what we've got just spread out. But that comes with this field straight in front of us. On the map it comes with this field, which is again pretty much what we've got, maybe slightly less because it's a funny shape. And then there's also another field further up, and all three fields come with a package, which means all three fields are going to be ready to harvest at the same time. Can you imagine? Oh, I don't want to imagine. I don't even want to imagine. But I really like this map. I'm probably going to continue to play on this map for my personal things. Not because you guys are going to say it, because I want to play on it. Not necessarily on this save, but yeah, I will be playing on here. Let me just zoom out a little bit so you can see what I'm going. So yeah, it's been fun. It's been tedious. I've had a few moments where I could throw precision farming as far as I could. I've had a few moments where I could... Oh, that cow bum was such an annoyance. So I've had some annoyance, I've had some fun times, I've had some bad times. Is what it is. Ooh, what's this? What's this? I'm assuming this is a sell point. Is it? I'm guessing this is a sell point. Oh, this is pretty nifty. Yeah, it must be. I can't open the doors. Oh, I like this. Too many plants. That's pretty cool, isn't it? It's details like this that make me want to play. Little bits really get under your skin. And yeah, I was trying to work out my favourite FS22 maps the other day. Well, actually this morning I had a comment from... I don't even have my phone with me, I can't tell you. A lovely, lovely person, Jodie, and they asked what's a good modern map to play on. I wasn't sure about the modern, but yeah, I was trying to work out what's my favourite maps. What maps do I like playing on? And yeah, I came up with Calmston Farms, Attingham Park, this one, Glees Copse Higham. There's a fair few maps that I enjoy playing on. No Man's Land. Yeah, I haven't played on Hinterland yet, and I haven't played on Avon Valley yet. I may do. Oh, that's full lock. I was trying to get the. I was trying to get the. What? The edge of the map. is right there, and I don't even have turning space for the tractor. And now the tractor's stuck. Well, that's just bananas. Right, let's collide with the other trailer, shall we? What are we going to make from these grapes? Well, that's a bit banana, isn't it? So that's 28. Let's call it 30 grand for that lot. 36. Let's call it 37 grand. I got 37 grand for those grapes. Now, yeah, for the time and the effort that I put in to get that far, I really don't think grapes are worth it. Not in the slightest do I think grapes are worth the hassle. Not sure what you guys think. You may absolutely love grapes, but for me, not so much. On that sell point, that needs the edge of the field marked off slightly better, because that's ridiculous, that is. So that's that done. Let's have a quick check of our animals. So yeah, so we've got a fair few goats and sheep, haven't we, eh? And then in the cow barn we got some male calves, female calves, some lots of Holsteins, and then in the basic pasture we have our bull, and yeah, there's some more male calves, some female calves. Oh, nice. There we go. That's what we got in there. Finances. Where's the harvest income for September? Property income, ignore that one. Sold products, 199.02. Eh? 199.02. I haven't sold in it. Oh, that includes the milk, doesn't it? Oh, it does. I sold some milk, didn't I? So, for what we have in storage, we have €500,000 worth of product in storage. We've got just over 500,000 seriously, just seriously, 500,000. So we've got about €1 million worth of monies, plus the stuff that's not in storage, so the straw, the animals, the buildings, the tractors, that sort of thing. So although I did mess up with the manure in the BJ, I think we've done it right. And the whole point of this little mini series was to do the grapes, which I fully regret. So this is us. This is the end. Yeah, so I'm gonna continue to play on here, even if it's just for me. So this is how we end. This is it. This is what we ended up with. So yeah, as always, guys, thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, and comment. Each and every one of you, please. Take care. I shall see you all in my next adventure. Cheers, guys.